everybody. My name is Georgia. Today I will be going over my grades 9 and 10 work samples. So I just want to start off with my seed germination lab that I did in the ninth grade. This was for my ninth grade biology class. This was our first real project of the quarter. It was completely online. This was during COVID time, so we're all quarantined. So this was a completely isolated and solo project. Kind of the premise of this project was we propagated 6 corn kernels, 3 in a darker space, a darker lit place. I chose my closet, and then 3 in a lighter lit place. I put it right near my window. We put the seeds in a wet paper towel and then propagated it, so let it sprout, and then we tracked the seed growth for 2 weeks and put that data into a chart. In my presentation, I will show the chart. So yeah. I feel like the 21st century skill that we really honed in on for this project was thinking and problem solving. Like I said, it was during quarantine, so it was a completely individual project. When I came across challenges or questions, I had to use my critical thinking skills to find a solution or find a way to reach out to my teacher, because a lot of this was independent work. We didn't really have the opportunity to just go in and talk to our teacher wherever we wanted. I feel like the point of this project was to learn how to process information. It wasn't about tracking seed growth. That's not what we were doing the project for. It was about learning how to understand the data that we were presented and how to process that information. And it was also about finding creative solutions to problems, like why wasn't it growing, or oh, what if I missed a day of tracking, how to make that up. And I feel like I used these problem solving skills throughout the rest of my high school experience, and pretty much everything I do. Particularly in my internship, I had a lot of problems that required creative solutions, and I had to think and process those. So NALU studies was a big one. Any sort of science lab that I've done in my high school experience, and honestly, just daily life, math problems require learning how to understand these problems and process that information. And then just daily struggles like fixing my car if it's not starting, I have to figure out what's wrong, or issues at work, stuff like that. My next work sample is my research paper from my English 100 class in the 10th grade. We had to just write in a research paper, 7 pages on a chosen topic. I decided to talk about the correlations between climate change and capitalism. I just discussed economic structures, particularly in the US, and compared it to other countries, and then how that kind of relates to the climate crisis right now. For example, I talked about how consumerism and is one of the main causes for climate change, and how the US really pushes overconsumption and consumerism. So I used fast fashion as an example for that. But I will show my paper in the real presentation. But yeah, that's kind of what I talked about in my research paper, and I feel like this really displayed communication skills. The goal of this paper was to learn and communicate a topic clearly and concisely to a particular audience. So we had to identify that audience and then find a way to convey our message in a very clear way. So we had to learn skills like developing a good flow, proper transitions, making sure our wording made sense, and making sure our paper had a purpose. All these properties are skills in communicating as well as writing. And I honestly just use these communication skills in any writing assignment and in my everyday life. This was kind of the first time I had to focus a lot about about my content and the way I displayed information. And learning these core skills definitely influenced my writing through the rest of my high school experience, especially in college classes. So